look at you, just so wonderful. Thank you, and bless your heart.
Bless your heart. I love you, Bobby June.
I love you too. I do. Oh my, today we have a doozy of a show, a real doozy. Cooking, politics, homemaking, money-saving tips, sexual orientation correction, quilting. Honey, we have it all. We really, really do. Bless your heart, bless my heart, and bless us all. Now, firstly, we have a very special guest. First on Bless Your Heart. You know him from some of your favorite stunts and some classic movies, including Nighthawk 5, The Mainframe, and 18-Wheeler Death Race. Honey, he has fought terrorism, he's jumped off buildings, and now he's doing something real crazy. He's running for governor, y'all. Jock Cranley. Now that's coming up right in a bit. And then, straight from my mama's kitchen, a recipe for Lucky Dip ketchup and meatloaf with a ranch dressing dip. Featuring that thing that liberals have tried to colonize, but us moms know more about than they ever will. That's recycling, honey, as we get real creative with roadkill. Plus, we'll get into our extreme couponing section and show you how you can leave the store with 8 baskets of stuff you want and need, and that you'll only pay $5 for. It's gonna be amazing. It's like organized hoarding. You're welcome. All right, come on into the kitchen, y'all. Let's chat a bit. Come on. Now, Ricky, honey, tell the studio audience what they will be receiving for being part of today's show.
Every member of our audience today will be receiving the Bobby June Grease Lightning 3-minute rendering machine and deep fryer. Render an entire animal in a flash and turn that fatty tissue into purified cooking fats like lard or tallow.
That's right. That's where I got this suet. And that, y'all, is the fat from around the internal organs of a cow. Now, it's very nutritional. It really is a treat. And ancient peoples prized it for its enhancing fertility. And my husband, Lord rest his soul, he swore by it. Of course, we had 5 babies because of it. I'm getting a hot flash just thinking about the passion that man exhibited after dining at either home or a fantastic all-you-can-eat buffet. I know y'all are going to enjoy that machine. You will. Now, to you folks at home, it's available in all mega stores and, of course, at my official home shopping show. You can make your family some tasty treats and spice up your whole sex life at the same time. I said that, y'all. I'm getting spicy at Bobby June. I am. Bless your hearts. Now, here's something I made. You want one, Ricky?
How could I resist Bobby June's legendary deep-fried margarine sticks, available in the frozen food section of your local warehouse club?
Dip them in ranch, or if you prefer something lighter, blue cheese. A great 4 o'clock snack when you're feeling the blahs or the blues or the blah blobs. Either way, it's going to get you going, Angel. Going to curb your cravings so you can get ready to make that dinner in a jiffy. You're welcome, bless your hearts. Now, here in the Bobby June Test Kitchen, we fry all kinds of things. Candy bars, butter sticks, cigarettes, onions, hairspray, pets. Honey, I deep fry my big toe. It tastes so good, I would. Now, we have had some mishaps, but it's all in the name of science. Ain't that right, girls? Think of the first person that deep fried a can of soda. I mean, they should win an award, honey. A true pioneer. Deep fried sprunk is so tasty on a hot day. And in this day and age, inventing such a fine culinary delight, you get strung up by the nutri-Nazis out there. Listen, I will not be lectured by you so-called experts. What do they know anyway? Speaking of experts, or ex-idiots as I call them, did y'all hear this? In Liberty City, they apparently want to tell you how big your soda can be. I know. I mean, how am I going to wash down an up-and-atom meal with a 12-ounce portion of soda? Honestly, that's impossible. But I will enjoy a 128-ounce Bobby June soda in a commemorative jug with each and every meal of the day.
Pick up your Bobby June 128-ounce commemorative soda jug at Up and Atom while supplies last.
I mean, let's be honest for a moment. Soda ain't the problem. Food ain't the problem. Genetically modified corn ain't the problem. Smoking ain't the problem. You tell me I can't smoke at a funeral? That's stressful. Stress is the killer, y'all. Don't make no mistake about it. Bless your hearts, all y'all's hearts. I am just so relaxed. Look at me.
You do look fantastic, Bobby June. You been on vacation? Maybe a cruise?
Oh, hush up, girl. You know it's my new line of Bobby June Vice City-inspired tanning sprays.
Oh, yes. It looks fantastic and naturally orange. Bobby June Vice City-inspired tanning sprays are available wherever tanning sprays are sold while supplies last.
Okay, no more of this. Let's get on with the show and on with the cooking. Okay, today we're gonna make ribs. Pickled braised gopher ribs with ranch dressing and a blue cheese dip combo. Slow cooked, y'all, till the meat is just falling off the bone. Now, I love me gopher ribs because they're tiny and you aren't going to gain so much weight when you eat them. It is so good. One woman accused me of sorcery. Can you believe that? What an accusation. I mean, really? Me? Now, did y'all know that in some parts of the country, you can, in self-defense, shoot anyone you believe is using sorcery on you? Yeah, you got to stand your ground, honey. Ain't no witch or warlock going to tell me what to do. Now, speaking of standing your ground, here's a man that doesn't back down from a fight. He's moved from show business to the government like many great men before him, and he's rising up the ranks of politics in San Andreas by giving us policies we can all understand. Now, if we have anything to do with it, he's going to be our next governor. Please welcome the one, the only, Jock Cranley.
Hello. Bless your heart, Bobby June. You know something? Hey, folks, thanks.
Jock, get yourself in here in my kitchen. Bless your heart, Jock.
Wow, thanks. I love you too. Let me just tell you something real important, all of yous. Bobby June, I'm a big fan of your immunization fight. A big fan. Because I think we're all sick of government telling us how to live, where we can drive, what we can put into our bodies.
Ain't that the God's honest truth? Bless your heart. Finally, someone telling it like it is. It ain't government's place to tell us stuff, aside from the things that matter, like what marriage is, as if we didn't already know, and which human rights violating foreign dictators to turn a blind eye to in exchange for cheap oil.
Listen here. If there's one thing that matters to sensible Americans more than anything, it's gas prices. Even folks that can't afford a car and enjoy huffing the stuff tell me how important it is. I've been on a listening tour of the state.
I saw your bus. It looks real fun out there. Who were all them girls suntanning on the top? Those your nieces?
Yes. I'm about family, Bobby June. I've had 3 of them. Listen, I ain't a big believer in mumbo-jumbo or economics or any of that crap, pardon my French, but gas prices are the very basis of our economy here in San Andreas, which is why under my governing gubernatorialness, why under me, we will ensure gas remains entirely untaxed. After all, I was always taught what is good for the goose is good for the gander.
Oh, that is so true. I mean, when I think of liberals, Jock, I remember what my mama said. Hey, even a stop clock is right twice a day.
You said it, Bobby June. We're turning the clock. Under me, I'm about jobs and I'm about families. I've had 3 families and I've learned from my mistakes. I think people know that about me. I've made some bad decisions, and now I'm ready to do good.
That's just so powerful. One of the things about me is I'm not a judgmental person. I don't judge people. Well, not white people. But you've got to learn from your mistakes.
Look, nobody's made more mistakes than me, Bobby, which is why I'm uniquely qualified to run the world's 6th largest economy. Hey, I know how to jump out of a burning building, and I give back to the community. As soon as I heard about so many people losing their homes in that storm in Liberty City, I flew out there for a special screening of my latest movie. It was to bring smiles and hope during the bleakest of times. Thanks to all that showed up, by the way, and with our cut of food and beverage concessions, it was a great positive event.
Bless your heart. So are you going to help me cook this here supper or what, Jock?
It would be my pleasure.
So let's get in here and let me grab some pots and pans and the fats and the salt and some butter. We're going to need a little brown sugar, some margarine, baked beans, pork rinds, marshmallows, barbecue sauce, of course. White sugar, white lightning, and the bacon. Hey, bacon's God's way of saying he loves us. Ain't that right? Listen, Jock, before we get started, now you mentioned it earlier, I'm really fired up about vaccines and immunization in this country. And I mean, these shots will give you a disease and wait for your body to just fight it out. It's horrible. Listen, we never got my stepson Randy shots, and he was just happy as a peach, living his life to the fullest right up to the end when he died naturally of polio at the age of 7. I swear he didn't regret it for a minute. He told me so on his deathbed. Mama, name a casserole after me. And I said, why, hell, of course, Randy, you sweet little angel. Bless your heart. And I did. I called it Cripple's Crock Pot.
Available in the frozen food section of your local supermarket while supplies last.
That sounds delicious.
Oh, honey, it is. It's one of my favorite recipes. Now, then we took little Randy's body outside and, all his little stuffed animals and everything that was about him and made a bonfire and roasted a pig and had a potluck supper with all our neighbors. Now, that's how you work through grief. By surrounding yourself with friends and family and plowing through it with peach schnapps and cocktail wieners, tater tot pie and soda pudding. Oh, comfort foods are for when you need comforting. That's why they call them comfort foods. If I'm mourning a polio-ridden stepchild, I ain't gonna cry into a salad, am I? No, I'm gonna rejoice the early passing of my dearest by making a big old batch of beef enchiladas that will shut down the blood to your brain and let you live in the moment like you just had a stroke.
You are so right, Bobby. And I have to say, these here hors d'oeuvres or oopers, d'oeuvres or appetizers are delightful.
Thank you, honey. I like to call them whores' ovaries. Tastes great at first, but then you realize everyone else has stuck their fingers in the pudding. Also, I can't say anything in French. The only good thing that ever came out of France was the pizza.
Ain't that the truth? Take back the Statue of Happiness. It's ugly. Got a face like a sour fish.
She's just in a bad mood, isn't she? Speaking of French people, Jock, I want to talk to you about what you will do about promiscuity in this country. On this show, we preach abstinence. If you don't want a bun in the oven, honey, stick it in the smoker.
I'm a big fan of sticking it in the smoker. Barbecue, tailgate parties, hell, I'd smoke anything. I teach my kids abstinence as well. My 16-year-old daughter will have her friends over to the pool, and I'll swim with them and play keep-away, splashing around, having fun, and I use that time to witness to them. I say, girls, this is a fantastic time in your life. You're all so beautiful and burgeoning into womanhood, and a couple of you have developed fine breasts, as I see, and several about to fall out of your swimming costume. But don't do anything stupid that could ruin your life. Boys, they are trouble. Save yourself for your husband. Bobby June, the important thing is that people learn about the decisions they are making in their own lives. And one decision we all gotta make is to stop letting immigrants ruin our economy. I mean, it just ain't right. You cannot get a job right now because foreigners have them. Well, America did not become the greatest country ever by letting foreigners in, and that's a fact. Listen, Bobby June. Listen, all of you. I am not a racist. I said some things, yeah, I did. That was a very long time ago. But there is a difference. If we want this country to be great again, we've got to start fighting wars we can win and stop fighting against crazy folk who ain't gonna give up, which is why I want us to think about invading Europe again. Seriously.
How do you mean?
Now, I ain't never been one for book learning, but I'm a big fan of history documentaries. And historical television shows us that America is at its finest when we invade Europe.
You know something? You're right.
Exactly. I mean, we've spent 50 years invading Asia and the Middle East, and it ain't right. Them folks don't want us. They're too different. They eat food that's a bunch of damn paste. So what I'm going to propose as governor of this state is that we plan a massive invasion force and go ahead and invade France. Because if there's one country we can beat in a goddamn arm wrestle, it's them limp-wristed, patronizing cheese monkeys. And I promise you this, I promise you, if Great Britain wants to stand in our way, I'll tell you what, we'll invade them too. Make them start speaking English and everything. USA! Now, I've seen a lot of movies, and how often is the world threatened by a creepy British guy? It's never an American, not never. So I'm saying, if we're serious about fighting terror, and I know we are, we go straight to the source and invade Great Britain. Finish off what old George started back in 1770, whenever it was. USA! 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 And that's how we're gonna win this war, Bobby June. That's how we can avenge them American lives, by killing every goddamn one of them bastards, pardon my French, because that's what love is all about.
Honey, they love you, Jock. Bless your heart. Hell, I'll vote for you. You got my vote.
Bobby June, let's talk about this election. It's really up to everybody to get out there and make a difference. You gotta do everything in your power to make sure we win. This is not a socialist country, it's not. This is America. We're nationalists, national socialists, if you will, because our society is our nation. But trust me, this is the most important moment in American history. If we get this wrong, well, we're shit out of luck. Pardon my French.
How so?
Who's that?
My producer, Ricky, speaking out of turn again. Don't worry, she's just got a tan.
Oh, okay. Had me worried for a moment there. I'll tell you what, because this is it. They are trying to steal our country away. Lawton and all his cronies, all of them cronies in the Capitol. I'm against cronyism, which is why I'm supported by only big American companies who care about things that matter and don't want business bogged down by regulations. Like pension obligations, gone. Environmental concerns, great if we can afford them, but we can't, gone. Affirmative action, what do you think? Hey, coffee over there, what do you think?
It's Ricky.
Whatever. What do you think about affirmative action? Hey, you ain't a Lebanon, is you? I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. Some of my best friends was Lebanons, but it's unnatural and a sin. So affirmative action is gone. Having to hire foreigners is gone. Making schools accept minorities is gone. Subsidizing education is gone. Heck, education will be gone. That's why you gotta vote. It's real change. Change we want. Change back. Because I'm all about families, and families need children at home.
Jock, I have to say, I loved your reality show where you were a police officer arresting people. That little boy sure was hollering when you hit him with that nightstick. You're real serious about crime. You beat the tar out of him.
These people ask for hope. I give them handcuffs. They need a father figure, and what better figure than someone beating and sodomizing them with a nightclub?
Well, watching you chase minorities with a police helicopter is a great night of family TV is what it is. You're speaking lots of sense, Jock, but all this politics has got me hungry. I reckon we should make some dessert together. What you think?
Well, I just love that.
Alrighty, let's see, what do we need? Sugar, frosting, a few egg yolks, ice cream, bit more ice cream, peanut butter, graham crackers, red hot, non-dairy topping, sprinkles, peach schnapps, bit of bacon, my favorite, because he loves us. Full fat milk, heavy cream, cookie dough, and flour. All right, we're going to throw them all together. Quick whisk.
I love this already. What are we making?
No, this is it, honey. It's done. After a hard day of couponing, we need simple recipes, and this one is real simple. Ain't that right, girls? I call it sweet and sticky stock car shrapnel surprise, 'cause it's like a fiery accident of flavor in your mouth.
I love stock car racing. Finally, a sport that people like us can excel in and don't have some kid from the project showing off.
Try a spoonful, honey. It's delicious.
Oh, that could scare a gay man straight. It's fantastic.
I know, and it's healthy, too. Makes you smile. All right, Ricky, honey, come here. Have a taste. I know it's your favorite.
Oh, I can't, Bobby June. I'm watching my figure.
Excuse me. Listen, I got the so-called diabetes. Them doctors said my arteries was like cement. I've had 3 strokes, and I am fine because I don't worry. It's the worry that'll kill you. Come on, girl. Now, come. See, that ain't so bad, is it? Thanks for coming on the show, Jock, and we'll all vote for you in the election.
Bless your heart, Bobby June.
Bless your heart, Jock Cranley. You dog. Okay, our next guest is super exciting because she's a superstar. You've no doubt heard her songs. She's here to talk to us about adopting children from foreign countries and to sing her new song. Please welcome pop legend turned country western crooner, Samantha Muldoon. Girl, get in this kitchen right this minute.
Thank you. Oh, you are so great. Thank you. Oh, you look fantastic, Bobby June. You like my new accent?
Bless your heart, Samantha. I was wondering what that was. Well, my goodness, you look incredible in that dress. It's some kind of designer dress.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Now, you've been on a mission, a crusade, really, to help children. It's incredible how many kids you've adopted from Africa. You are such a beautiful person.
Well, these children are born in places that are so poverty-stricken, it's sad. We bring them to America so they can have a chance at a better life.
Do any of them steal?
What do you mean?
You know, just wondering, that's all. You can take the gator out of the swamp, but don't be surprised if it bites you through the coffee table, if you know what I'm saying. Speaking of, I think we should cook some up. Oh, yes, some Bobby June's Deep Bayou breaded fried alligator tenderloin scallopini with lemon butter sauce and ranch dressing.
That's right, available in the frozen food aisle of your favorite grocery store.
Okay, let's get that gator out. Oh, you silly girl, it's dead. Oh, Pete killed it this morning, had it flown in special. Now, you've had a tough few months, didn't you? Overdosed or something?
Well, that was an accidental overdose. I accidentally drank an entire bottle of vodka and then ate a fistful of pills while sobbing. It was a total accident. It has nothing to do with my career meltdown or my recent breakup or how I've changed my accent. And the paparazzi just keep hounding me.
Oh, they are something, aren't they? Just wanting to ruin everyone's lives. They put a video of me online saying I was talking hateful. I was talking about gophers and rabbits and things that dig holes in my garden. I hate them varmints. I hate them. That liberal media had a field day. Well, I don't believe the liberal media. The ones that win awards for journalistic investigating. Trash, I call it. I never read the tablets. Now, Samantha, I must see you on every magazine cover in the checkout aisle. One the other day said you had had sex with an alien. Is that true, girl? Was you lonely?
No.
That's what I thought. I saw it and I said, that can't be true. We have to keep things pure. You know, don't go around mixing things that shouldn't be mixed. So tell me about your kids. How many you adopted?
13, and I love every one of them. They each have their own room and their own name. You know, Bobby June, children are tiny little liberals. You have to teach them to stop throwing tantrums and asking for handouts.
Ain't that the truth? Listen, with my kids, I had to teach each of them to beat up their friends and take what they need. Otherwise, they ain't gonna make it in this world. And that is being a parent. All right, let's put some oil in the pot here. How about it? We'll get 2 gallons of pig fat and a bit of beef dripping. I think about it all the time. You know how bad things are. I just want things to go back the way they were. Life was better when I was growing up. Sock hops, drive-ins, drink driving. You know, certain words were okay to say. None of this political correctness. I mean, that's a misnomer if I've ever heard one. Really. Now, you used to be a Vinewood liberal, didn't you?
Oh, yes, Bobby June, and I woke up and saw the error of my ways. It's sad that people are so shallow and petty now, won't even stick by their convictions. Sometimes when I get down, I think about how happy I am with Lombank. I earn frequent flyer miles on every purchase.
Oh, I saw you bleed about that. Now, that's very exciting to see you talk about something you care about so much, like consumer banking.
Yes, and for the record, I would be talking about it even if they weren't paying me.
Let me just add a few sticks of butter here to the sauce, a drop of duck fat. Beautiful, that looks great. It's hard out there, I know. Having a radio show and writing books, blogs, appearing on billboards. I work 18 hours a day. I never took a handout. Fact is, we're fighting the good fight against evil, and liberals are traitors. The founding fathers set a course for this country, and that is to make sure that the rich don't have to pay taxes and women and minorities can't vote. Money and freedom will trickle down, and it's a proven fact that it's the best system of democracy. Journalists are terrorists. They're biased. I'm not biased. It's in my book. You can keep the services. I'll keep my money. Social Security? The fact is, poor people live too damn long, while the rich die young, having been worked to death paying for all these taxes. I've read the reports. They've tried to hide it.
I'm a strict constitutionalist myself. My grandma told me that when we were under the gold standard, you could buy a hamburger for a nickel. A nickel. Everything was clean. It just sounds better.
Well, I can tell you one thing from where I am right here in Bobby June's kitchen. This is how I see it. There's only one foreign policy that's 100% effective, and that's carpet bombing. Now, while this gator cooks, do you want to sing a song for us? I know you're known mostly for pop songs.
Yes, but I did some soul searching with my manager, accountant, and dialect coach, and they said that pop country would open a whole new world for me. So I've changed directions and politics a bit in order to explore this new demographic that doesn't save money and buys all kinds of superfluous stuff and doesn't have a clue what downloading is. This is a song from my new album. It's called I Like Things Just the Way They Are.
Just the way they are. Don't redefine marriage, you're going too far. Life begins as a precious damn cell. I know how to empty that jail, 'cause I'm done paying your sorry rent. Time for some more capital punishment. Let's just keep everything the same. Gonna pray at the start of every football game. Just taking things too far. So leave it alone, 'cause I like things just the way they are. Ooh, yeah. I like things just the way they were. You could smoke in restaurants and wear a fur. We sent some men up into space, and everyone knew their rightful place. We won wars and we stood strong. We knew what was right and what was wrong. Let's just keep everything the same. Gonna pray at the start of every football game. You lefties have just taken things too far. Mornings, spray cheese in my mouth. Let's keep everything pure, just like the South. Let's just keep everything the same. Gonna pray at the start of every football game. You lefties have just taken things too far.
Samantha, that's really something real beautiful. Wasn't that beautiful, Ricky?
Great.
Thank you, Bobby June. Thank you kindly.
Wasn't that great, girls? Wow, what an end to this show. Here, honey, have a bite of gator. That's ranch dip and that's blue cheese. I know they look similar. Hey, Ricky, get your fat ass out of here, honey. Where's the barbecue sauce? Samantha, I loved it. I just loved it. That's about all the time we've got for today, folks. I love all y'all. Bless your heart and bless your heart, Samantha.
Bless your heart back, Bobby June.
Oh, so fun.
Bless your heart.